Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. And today on our Technique Tuesday, we're going to be looking at this fabulous product and it's Distress Collage Medium. And this is from Ranger and it's a wonderful glue and glaze. So it's like it says, it's a collage medium, it's a gel. And what we have in the set that we have on the Lavinia website is we have a set of 3. We have the matte, the vintage and the crazing. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a little heads up because a few of you have messaged me and asked me exactly what these products do. So basically it's one product with a matte finish, a vintage finish, and almost a crazing. I think that's maybe more an American word. It's sort of a light crackle effect is probably what I'll call it. So basically it's a medium. I'll open the lid to show you. Collage medium, and I love it because it's a glue and a glaze. I can attach my papers. It works on porous and non-porous surfaces, and for me it's just a brilliant product that does 2 things because it's the glue and the glaze. And what I've got is I've got some little pieces to show you the difference between the vintage and the crazing. And again, they just give a slightly different effect. They dry with a matte finish, but this one has, the best way to describe it is sort of a brown vintage feel. And this has a very light crackle. It is a subtle crackle. If you want a full crackle effect, I do recommend buying and using a crackle medium. So please don't think this will give you a full crackle. That's not what it's meant for. And I really want to stress that because I hate it. You know, if ever in the past I've bought the wrong product and it hasn't done what I've wanted, this is fabulous, but for the use it's intended. So what I just want to show you is I'm going to put them to one side. I made a box a while ago, and this is an MDF box, and it holds my pound Lavinia stamps. I've just left one of them in to show you the minis. But what I did was I just decorated some background papers with my Lavinia stamps, and I used my vintage Distress Collage Medium to attach the paper and then to go over the top to seal it. And often I do keep getting asked questions how we seal our work. And this was the vintage one because I wanted that sort of vintage type effect. And we've just got some gilding polish on there as well, and some black gesso as a base. And I have to say I had great fun making that, and as I say, it houses, obviously there's more than one in it. So that was something I just wanted to show you. And what I've done is I've used my Dreamscape papers, and these are fabulous to use this way, and I've used a couple of my MDF discs again just so I can show you how to use the product. And what I've done is on one of my Dreamscape papers, I've taken my disc, popped it on, drawn round it and cut it out. And I'm going to show you with the matte medium how I apply it. And we'll see how that dries. But what I have also done is I've already done the same with 2 of my mediums, and I wonder if you can tell which is which. So one of these is vintage and one is the crazing. So if I bring in, this is the vintage. I'll bring it closer, and this one is the crazing. And what we'll do is I'll just show you the original paper here so you can see the difference. I'm hoping you can see the vintage as quite a brown. Obviously I get quite a glare off the light, and I do keep saying this, I really need a cameraman to come and show me how to get rid of that. But I'm hoping you can see that that's more of a brown. And this one has got the crazing, which if I actually bring it close, you can see what I mean. Let me try and see, we've got some script on the background, but I'm trying to get the subtle, and it is subtle, maybe here. Let me just, have we got that? I'm really hoping you can see there is a subtle craze. Oh, that's quite a good view, isn't it? So that is, and that's the sort of crackle we're talking. which is why I think Tim and Ranger have called it crazing. So it isn't a full subtle crackle, but that effect is what you do get. So as I say, this is the before, the vintage and the crazing. And that when you do see it, it's just in different lights, it's fabulous. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you the mat, and I'm going to attach it to the back of this one here. And I've just got a little mat here because I don't want to get it on my Lavinia craft mat. I'm trying to be careful not to get too much mess on here. Now I have got, and these are fabulous, and these are the Distress brushes, and these are perfect for this product. They're very soft, but also they have a bit of, it's not as easy to see on that one. And again, I don't know if you can see, they've got a bit of a well here. And this just means that you get just the right amount of medium, and it helps disperse it beautifully on your work. So again, what I found is getting the right product for the job really helps. Now, to be honest, I just wash mine in warm soapy water and then clear water, and I let them dry naturally. And for me, I mean, I was using this yesterday, obviously to do this side, and look, beautiful and soft. So I've roughly cut my backing paper out. Now I could stamp on this if I wanted beforehand, and I'm thinking, dare I say, for Christmas decorations, I'm thinking I'm going to stamp some of these up. This is the mat, but for today I'm just going to show you using it as it is. So again, don't waste your collage medium. You don't need a lot. As I say, this brush will distribute it perfectly. Now, you know me, I'm a belt and braces girl. So I put mine on my MDF look, make sure it comes right to the edges. And again, don't want any big blobs like the wallpaper paste. And again, just a little dot on the end, look. And I'm going to put some on my paper as well. Like I say, belt and braces for me. Make sure you get it right to the edges. And the lid is a perfect place, look, to store that. So I'm just going to take this. And you do have a little bit of wiggle time. So let's just have a look. Do we need? I think that's good. Now for me, just going to put a piece of kitchen, just in case I've got any bits on my hands. Give it a good press down. Now the next bit is just the way I work. And again, you know, if you have ways of doing this, you can use a craft knife to trim any little bits off. For me, I've got to be honest, I find my trusty pair of little scissors perfect for this. Obviously, just make sure you wipe your scissors. I give them a good wash. And the collage medium doesn't make the paper so you can't cut it. I found I don't have a problem with that, but I will just give those a quick wipe because we like good housekeeping, don't we? And then I tend to leave this to dry a little bit, but just to show you, I would use then an emery board or a nail file, and just as long as you're going in the direction away, and I just want to get any odd little bits. Obviously you don't want to file it that way because you'll lift the paper up. So we've checked I mean, to be honest, the paper's really well stuck down, and I'm doing this in real time to show you. But you could always go and make yourself a brew and just give it time to properly stick. But what you'll find, this really smooths the edge. It's such a wonderful tip, and I was given this years ago by a very good friend of mine, Rob, who used to work with MDF, and we're talking years and years ago when I first got into crafting. And just go all the way around, and you'll find it just softens that edge and gives you such a lovely, lovely edge. Now, it may turn the paper white because it takes the top off it, but again, that's where you can come in with your gilding polishes. And I'm just going to take, so we've glued that on. Our collage medium has glued the paper on beautifully. Look at that, no bubbles. And then now I'm using the same product, but this is for the glazing effect. So we've used it as a glue, and now it's coming in as a glaze. And did you see how little I used? If it's one thing I can implore you, it's don't use too much. You don't need to overdo it. And I'm just going to go around, tidy up those edges. Don't want any on those. Right, there we go. And then lid on. And then I'm just going to pop this on a piece of wet kitchen towel until I've got a minute to go and wash it. And that will dry, and that will be the normal matte finish. So I'll just bring them in again. Could do it that way, couldn't I? So that was the matte that I've just shown you. Now, obviously, one's on the other side of this. I've got to be honest, I only had 2 discs, and I couldn't wait to show you them. Really, I should have put an order in and got another set, which I'm going to have to do because obviously I've run out now. That was the crazing, the one with the beautiful, and obviously the vintage is on the opposite side there. Well, what I could do is bring my box in, couldn't I? Because that's the vintage one. And maybe just pop that there. So that's how the vintage dries. So I do hope that's helped. And obviously you've got your beautiful brushes, which are perfect for the job. So I do hope that's helped. And honestly, it's such a wonderful, quick, easy, dries fabulously. And it is the glue and the glaze all in one. And as I say, for me, having the 3 pots, you can choose exactly which effect you want. And I wonder which is going to be your favourite. I've got to be honest, as you can tell, the vintage is mine. I just love that vintagey feel. But let me know. I would love you to let me know if you've had a go, which is your favourite. And have you got any top tips of how to use these products? Because after all, we're a community here and we love to help and guide each other. So thank you very much for watching. If there's anything else you want to know about, please just drop me a message. That's what I'm here for. You take care. Love and hugs to everybody. Bye for now.